Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome back. Ash of Gods Redemption. I don't remember what we were doing. Hey, Emily. Let's go to the Ruined Tavern. Or do we want to go to the chapel? Let's take the Ursa sword. Got 567 Strixes. Let's go to the abandoned smithy. You lead the horses down to the water, which is covered with a thick blanket of fog. You nearly jump when the bleak veil parts and a pole boat silently slides out of it. A man about your age starts toward you. His companion is a lad about Glader's age. The boatman stows his pole and raises his arms peacefully. He introduces himself as Pan. His companion is his son, Theron. They say they were fishing nearby when they heard the horses neighing and decided to see who'd arrive at the shore. Pan explains that he trades in knickknacks, fished out or acquired by other means, hence his interest in your party. At your request, Theron grabs a bag from the floor of the pole boat and lays his goods out on a piece of cloth. Purchase that. say goodbye and leave. Continue on the road. You ride past a tower that looks abandoned. You are surprised when a richly dressed man emerges and beckons you. You have your doubts, but you ride closer. The man flashes a brilliant smile. "Greetings, traveler," he says. "My name is Atticus. Atticus the Mage. Don't worry, I have a temple license, should you like to see it. I'm a bit short on gold, so I'm selling part of my collection. Would you care to have a look?" You distrust mages, but there are things you'd like to purchase. You consider yourself a good judge of character, and Atticus doesn't strike you as a crook. His smile and his slight embarrassment seem sincere enough. Atticus obviously isn't a seasoned merchant, so he just smiles, pointing at all of his wares. Purchase that. Purchase that. Let's move on. With a nod, you part with Atticus and hit the road again. It seems odd that the mage lives so close to Albius, and you've never heard of him. Perhaps the reaping draws all these mages from their towers. And now we go to the ruined watchtower. You eventually catch up with the merchant's cart. The merchant introduces himself as Revek and offers his wares for sale. His horse is skittish, shying at every noise. Cursing at it, the merchant explains that he only brought the beast recently and apologizes for its lack of training. What are you selling? Nothing I can afford. That would be very useful. Warn the merchant about the reaping. You tell the merchant about the events in Albius, skimming over the unsavory details. Clearly, the merchant thinks you're raving mad. He makes it clear he's not enjoying this discussion. You bid Revek farewell and carry on with your journey. To do the slowy, through the slowest swamp to Archrindia. As you approach the double menhir, Brett points at the stockade and cries, "It's the Enses! They're storming the gate!" You decide to strike the abominations from behind with your companions. Soon it becomes clear that the stakes which makes the Enses dismount will be in your way as well. You will have to fight the Enses on foot. Alright, and that's the team we're taking. Good. Dang it. And
Ejderpan duel.
be. And dead. Clues. The palisade gate does not open immediately. You feel that you are being watched. Finally, a squat man comes out to meet you. You recognize your old comrade Vegan. You fought in many campaigns together. Vegan hurries toward you.
Thorn? Thorn Brennan? By thunder and lightning, I never dreamt I'd see you here. I'm so glad, friend. You can't even imagine. Get your companions inside before those abominations return. There will be another attack.
Vegan draws you into his mighty embrace. His strength has not diminished since you two last met, but you manage to wrest yourself free.
Easy there, old bear. Tell me what's going on in your stockade.
Why ask why the gates weren't opened for you immediately? Find out how Vegan knows that more abominations are coming. Vegan lowers his voice.
I was wondering about that myself. You see, this old healer, Chila, she arrived at the stockade and started raving about it. I almost shoot her off. And that's when the abominations appeared. And then it happened again. From then on, I've listened to every last word she said.
You look around. She turned out to be a seer. I never thought they were real. I'd like to talk to her. Perhaps she'd predict something of use. When the gates opened, the chief watchman makes a helpless gesture.
They distracted us, those sons of sea urchins. Some of them climbed over the palisade on the other side. Took some time to beat them back, run back to the gate, then keep watch on what was left outside.
He dismissed the remark. We have managed by ourselves. It's not our first fray with these abominations. Now we return to the menu. Vegan puts a hand on your shoulder.
If I were you, I wouldn't be so rash. The plague hasn't passed us by. One woman used to touch the men here for every sneeze. She tried her luck already. She tried her luck with the stone. And that was the end for her. We found a mark on her neck, as if she'd been checked by a flaming noose. Everyone steers clear of the arch now.
A wave of disappointment washes over you.
Damnation! It's Albius all over again. Did you see a monster with grey skin by any chance?
The head watchman's expression becomes grave.
No, just the masked ones. Though I wouldn't be surprised to see a monster. But I'm no harbour rat hiding in a dark corner. This is a good place for a breather. Please, make yourself at home. When the abominations come, I'll give the signal. Will you aid an old comrade?
You nod. I will. We won't stay long, but we'll give any abomination that comes near the gate a warm welcome. If any come crawl through, we'll let you catch them. This is your home turf. In the meantime, we need to rest. Let's go to the market. The strixes glistening from the vendor's stall make you consider telling Vegan about their magical properties. After all, you still remember the time when you saved each other's lives. We will. You share everything you know about the reaping with your old friend Vegan. You also tell him of the useful properties the unusual gems possess. It seems like you get your point across. Vegan thinks it over.
Thanks, old friend, but I'll pass. I don't have extra money for gems or any chance to look for them. Since I'm not leaving the stockade, I believe you'll need them more than I will.
Purchase that. You're about to leave the market when you notice Hode. He's holding the wooden comb, looking wistful. Aren't the teeth a bit long for your locks, you ask? Hode tosses the comb back on the stall and lets out a disapproving snort. This isn't for me. I haven't visited Ursus in such a long time. There's a woman there. I want to buy her a gift, but it's so hard to choose. You frown. Well, what kind of woman is she? Come on, you're a prince. Hode looks at you in bewilderment. I'm talking about my old nurse. Her name's Tante. She nurtured and raised me. She's always held her tongue, the good woman. What do you think I should get her? She's no dignitary, but she already has everything else she needs. You shrug. In that case, it doesn't matter what you get. It can be anything. A comb, a shawl, a brooch. If she cares about you, any gift will bring her joy. Pick whatever calls out to you. You keep staring at the arch. Never seen a double menhir before, have you? No, I have not. I never even ventured out this far out. I have heard of such a menhir though. When I was a kid, my granny told me the story of a warrior who walked between two menhirs and was rejuvenated. Must be a Vandal tale. I'm not familiar with it. Do you think it's this menhir here? If so, that Vandal must have travelled very far from home. Just like my granny. She used to tell me stories of her homeland. She said she'd never have left had she not fallen in love with my grandfather. A heart wants what it wants. I'll think about your story. It's hard to separate truth from fantasy these days. Dead Ences lie at the bottom of the palisade. One of them is missing his mask. He stopped to examine his pale, refined, feminine features. No doubt he's from another land. Their strange swords glisten in the nearby grass, like shards of broken glass. You notice Flitz shambling among the bodies. He stoops, picks up the curious Ents weapon, and regards it intently. You approach him. I see curiosity has overcome fear, eh? What are you looking for? Comparing ink marks to bloodstains? What can you tell me of menhirs? Why are these Ences so intent on getting to the menhirs? The abominations aren't that numerous. If each Bracanian kingdom just sent just one detachment to every stone, the Ences wouldn't stand a chance. Can the manuscripts explain that? I am at a loss, Thorn. Either I have not read enough, or even the scribes don't know such things. It has been noted, though, that Ences often appear by the sacred stones once the reaping begins. Since they seem to come out of nowhere, walls are no obstacle, and men struggle to fight them. What do you think about the reaping? I don't know what to make of it anymore. I always thought the legends were nothing more than tall tales, but recent events have proven me wrong. Rack your brain. You could remember something. We need every bit of knowledge that might be of use. That's why I'm wandering here. I'd gladly consult my scrolls, but I left them all in Oda. If anything useful springs to mind, I'll come to you straight away, Captain. Why do you stare at the Ences? I'm curious. They're foreigners. Their swords, in the old chronicles, there are instances of the Chimera wielding these lances. Some people believe that Ences and the Chimera are the same people. Or that perhaps the Chimera are the descendants. Noticing your bewilderment? Lances are what old scribes call these swords. The wielder, they say, commands the blade by pure thought, and his lance only answers to him. The Chimera, well, they're a nomadic tribe that lives on the other side of the Milky Mountains.
Hey.
Legends of the Chimera abound. Normally, I'd have brushed them off as old wives' tales, but now, I am not so certain. Alright, I won't distract you further. Good day to you, Chila. My name is Thorn Brennan. I arrived here just recently, but I've heard so much about you. Could it be that the gods have sent you to my aid, or is it pure chance? Nothing is coincidence, Thorn. I am also my own master. And I do not the bidding of others. But you're here for a reason. The gods have probably told you many things. What do you want? You must already know what I want. It's not every day that one meets a seer, let alone a seer whose prophecies come true. Perhaps you know a way to halt the reaping. Don't concern yourself with the reaping, Thorn. It's time each of us tended to our own woes. Especially your companion, the older one. He is weak and tired. Are you talking about Krieger? What's gnawing at him? Some sort of illness? Perhaps something he craves? Can I help him? Indeed you can. You have an item in your possession that can save him. The thread of life woven into silk. You mean the handkerchief? You mean the kerchief Padagang sold me? I've been told this piece of cloth can keep one safe from evil magic. But does it protect from the reaping? Perhaps you could give me an idea of where I should be going. Why do you seek my advice? From here, the only way leads to Ursus. Try your fortune there, though I can't promise you'll find much of it.
Hey.
If every man here is tainted, we'll find no cure in Ursus. Or is there something else apart from the stone? What awaits me in that city? It's not what, but who. Look for Unda, the healer. She may be the only one who can help you. Alright, I shall pay her a visit. Unless she's vanished from the city again. I learned everything I wanted to, Chila. I need to go now. Chila, I'm sorry. Is it possible that I've seen you before? We've never met, I'm sure, but there's something oddly familiar in your eyes. I have wandered far and wide. We could have encountered each other. At my age, details escape me. Here, wear this bracelet so that I recognize you next time. Do not take it off. These aren't Strixes, but they aren't pebbles either. You'll find them useful. If you cross paths with Unda in Ursus, tell her that the source must be preserved. Remember those words exactly. The source must be preserved. I will. And thanks, I guess. I'll be going now. I have to catch up with Father before he starts to worry. Let's walk under the archway. You walk between the menhir stones, careful not to touch them. A divine force washes over you and you suddenly feel at peace. Your wounds are healed, your mind settled. Seeing you unharmed, the others follow in turn. Yay! Alright, let's level everybody up. And I will drop Touch of Chaos. Flit. And and now we food. We're in. I'm keeping Thorn. How many years has it been, Vegan? A decade, probably. I thought you'd be captain by now. Why did you not apply elsewhere? I'm surprised to find you here. It just happened, Thorn. After that Palian campaign, served under your brother-in-law, Brant and Vichti. I'm lucky I managed to get out of the capital. He didn't like me much. Maybe because I can't shut up. Maybe because you and I are old friends. So no, I never made captain. That's unfortunate. Why did you not find me? I could have put in a word for you with my father-in-law. Though I guess the local watch would have been much worse off without you here. Where did these inces come from? Who knows? The first few seemed to pop right out of thin air right beside the men here. The rest swarmed in from the outside. I lost too many men. Soldiers and villagers alike. The abominations don't seem to wear any armor, but they're hard to kill all the same. It's like stabbing jellyfish with an oar. We must have gotten lucky. Our losses were far fewer. The village of Dinefed suffered the most. About 100 locals died, some torn limb from limb while still living. How can such abominations exist? Bah, no matter. We've made mincemeat of tougher foes. With your help, we'll stand our ground. Chila will warn us of approaching danger. And what of Bran? They kicked him out of Odala. He's in Jirana now. He's gained the old king's trust. And he now just does as he pleases. He's in Ursus at the moment. It's a good thing he wasn't a match for the local commander. A fellow by the name of Shek. Him the king trusts more. What are the officials in Jirana thinking? Can't they taste the difference between honey and shit? They're cut from the same dirty cloth. All the honorable men joined Crown Prince Trieg's army, leaving only scum at the king's court. Lesser nobles are making a stink, of course, but they're not picking fights. Bran has
A whole company of mercenaries. We should keep a low profile in Ursus. It's because of Bran that I moved to Albius. In a fit of rage, his father left everything to my children. If Bran already had a bone to pick with me before, I'm sure he wants me dead now. Did the plague make anyone go mad? Every other man has a mark on his neck, but I think everybody has their wits about them. Chila the healer has brought some ointment. It doesn't cure the plague, but it does relieve the pain. There isn't much of it, but we make do. Make do? You damned. Did you even send for help? Your guards are completely spent. You think I've been twiddling my thumbs here? Of course I sent a message. 2 in fact. But no answer from Ursus. I just hope they're not dealing with trouble of their own. If they are, our backwater will be the least of their concerns. Alright, I'll see to my duties. So much for remembering old times, huh? Couldn't relax then, can't do it now. Well, I want to hear about your family. Thorn. I want to hear about your family, Thorn. I'm still a bachelor, but you're a married man. How are the children? My daughter's right here. She fought beside me. I taught her how to wield a sword. My son is serving in the capital. As for Leaky died back in Albius. Gods have mercy. My condolences, Thorn. I was wondering why you were out of sorts. Forgive me, friend. I'll stop pestering you. Is your ointment for sale?
It's not my ointment, it's temple balm. They have been brewing it for over 7 centuries, but they've only found a use for it now. They rub it on every neck within reach. I brought some from Ursus and gave it all to Vegan. Why do you need it? It only relieves the pain. It's not a Strix. It won't protect you.
The Strixes are melting. Are you suggesting we wander around all of Terminum looking for them until the reaping abates?
You won't wander long. Sooner or later you'll return to where fate requires you. If you don't perish along the way, of course.
I'm master of my own fate. Only I decide how and where I go. Krieger, I've got something for you. Take this handkerchief. Drape it around your neck and wear it, day and night. Don't take it off until reap time ends. It's a girly scarf, Thorn. What's next? Powder and blush? Why should I walk around wearing this?
Hey.
Alright, I'll treat you like my daughter for a minute. There's an old seer, her prophecies come true. She claims that this handkerchief can protect you from curses, so stop fussing and do as I say. Damn, Thorn, I'm no daughter of yours. But since you've started listening to raving hags, alright, I'll wear the rack, but I ain't gonna like it.
And we've got no injuries, which is good. No sign of Ences yet. The watchman will signal the moment he spots the enemy from his tower. You wonder whether you should wait for the attack at the gate or finish your business in the stockade first. Let's stay put until the Ences are off. You doze off while waiting for the enemy. The sound of a horn wakes you. You'll give these abominations a proper reception. Before the battle begins, you notice Krieger stumbling and clutching his throat. A pang of worry hits you, but your old comrade is quickly back to normal. He tightens his grip on the hilt of his sword. Shoot you. Thorn. After the battle, Krieger wipes the sweat from his brow.
Eat dirt, you filth.
Can I take this rag off now, Thorn?
Don't be an idiot, Krieger.
You snap.
The old woman foresaw the arrival of the answers. She also said, quite clearly, that if you remove it, you'll regret. Do what you want, but I'm taking her advice seriously. Wear it under your clothes if it bothers you so much.
Greta overhears you. You know, you shouldn't take such advice lightly, she says, adjusting a bracelet that you never noticed before. Let's level everybody up. Okay, Krieger, you can take that, because we need you to get closer to the enemies. Take focus. Take spirit strike. Okay, that's that. Sup. And I'm gonna go swap for the You return to the seer's tent but find no one. Instead, you see Vegan approaching. Your old friend slaps you on the back.
If Jula's vanished, hounds won't catch her soon. She comes and goes as she pleases. Take my word for it. Any time spent looking for her is wasted.
Your party is set out, but Fisk is nowhere to be found. After some time, he appears. Vegan leads him toward you, a mob of villagers and guards at their heels. Vegan is furious.
Gods damn it, Thorn. We caught your companion Fisk stealing. To make matters worse, he speared Gren the Potter when we tried to apprehend him. I'm taking this murderer into custody, unless you've anything to say about it.
Let's negotiate. Vegan nods.
I've already spoken with the dead man's family about compensation. They wanted 1,000 gold for Gren. I bargained on your behalf and they went down to 500. Do you have that kind of money?
Yes, I do. Vegan takes the money and assures you that he'll take care of the matter. He tells the onlookers to scatter, which they do begrudgingly. You cast an angry glance at Fisk and promise to sort him out later.
In enemy territory, a campfire gives warmth, but the cold gives protection. Shadow Clan's code for warriors of peace.
We go down the Vodan Road. You walk out of the city gates. Ahead lies the Galleon Tunnel, the shortest way south. The temple hymn sung by the redhead still echoes in your ears. For the first time in 30 years, you remember your mother's tears the day you were taken for training in the Shadow Temple. Why did nothing stir inside you when you came back to take your brother in several years' time? Why did your family home seem strange? Why were you unmoved by your mother's tears? Why does your heart ache now, all of a sudden? To free someone of pain, one must understand its nature. What wounded you in Voda? The children among the prisoners looked at you with terror and curiosity, pointing their fingers, even smiled. It's how your brother looked when you came for him, before he knew of the fate awaiting him. Your younger brother didn't know that you were brothers no longer. All Shadow Clan warriors are equal. There are no brothers or friends, no notions of age. You are the building blocks of the Shadow Temple. You pushed aside your mother and struck your father as he tried to stop your hand. These memories hurt deep in your chest. You struggle to name the feeling. Is it shame? And we continue on our journey. The dark arch of the Galleon Tunnel looms ahead. Just before the entrance, you see a steel machine straddling an iron road. A relic from the times of yore. The tunnel is the shortest way south. A noise behind you makes you turn around. No surprise, some of the fugitives followed you south to the tunnel currently guarded by Frisian soldiers. Remarkably, there isn't a single male amongst the fugitives. However, the women carry weapons, and the redhead Reet is one of them. Do they hope the guards are busy herding fugitives in the vicinity of Vodan? Give the fugitives a warning. You raise your hand to the fugitives, indicating they should not follow you. The women stand still but are in no rush to disperse. A Frisian detachment intercept you before the tunnel. You address the officer. I need to get to Gallia. Start the machine. Neither of us want needless deaths here. The Frisian blinks at you as he draws his sword. With all due respect, Reet Icon, Frisians have dignity too. You won't pass while there's at least one of my men standing. You gather that you shouldn't be too pushy offering the guards their lives. Suddenly you sense unnatural heat. Something glows in the redhead's hands. Could these be magic battle cards? The woman is full of surprises. There is movement at the tunnel entrance. You can't let the Frisians start the machine before you get to it. It's time to remove an obstacle. The fugitives draw their weapons and stand beside you. Whatever happens, they chose it. Alright, let's level up.
Hey!
Put them all in. Wait. Let's see, put it there. Here. There we go. Now we just keep shooting and attacking and killing. And we unlock vulnerability. You glance at the machine in the aftermath, but there's no reason to worry. The mechanics hide in a hut perched on the shoulder of the mountain. A Frisian official sticks his head out of the carriage and disappears inside again. The fugitives who helped you during the fight wait patiently for you to speak or act. You walk to the mouth of the tunnel in silence. The young women follow you in kind. Let's do the carriage. You open the carriage door and, with one hand, haul out the Frisian. He would not know how to operate the machine, but you could question him. Stretch. You do not want the fugitives to get in the way. Who was the machine set up for? The frightened Frisian can barely speak. It waits for your master, Icon. You serve Pelko Satori in Vodan, or no longer. You shall not escape vengeance. You press the tip of your sword to the official's chin. Answer my questions. Speak no hollow words. Do you think Frisians have no honor? Sputters the Frisian. It's the Shadow Clan that's forgotten what honor is. With a slash of the sword, you lop off the Frisian's ear. He collapses to his knees. Whining in pain, he tries to staunch the stream of blood. You lift the official's chin with the tip of your sword yet again. What shall I find in the tunnel and beyond? Reed approaches you. Nobody deserves to be tortured, she says in a low voice. If you're going to do it, pain for pain's... If you're going to kill, do it. Pain for pain's sake is inhuman. You size up the redhead. She has just had a close brush with death, and yet here she is, pitying a Frisian who would never do the same for her. Her words echo in your head. This is the Frisian way, pain for pain's sake. It's Frisia's foundation. Reet clenches her teeth. I'm Kimmerin. My people kill, but they do not torture. Here in Frisia, it's the temple's domain. Its laws are not the laws of men. swing their sword for the third time, and the Frisian keels over. Clenching his sliced throat, he jerks in agony. Reet swipes the sweat from her brow. To be less human than a beast is to have lost all humanity. It's pointless to question those who will not answer, she says under her breath. I hope you'll find me worthy of a painless death. You wipe your sword clean and return it to its scabbard. Reet's face is drawn. She awaits her deserved death, though few ever find the nerve to confront a warrior of peace. You walk up to the hut where the mechanics are hiding. And knock on the door. 4 Frisians emerge. They have nowhere to run. Judging by their faces, they saw the outcome of your conversation with the official. You look the mechanics up and down. Whichever one of you starts the machine and takes me to the other side of the tunnel may live. Severe punishment awaits those who aid you, such that death will appear a blessing, one of the Frisians says apprehensively. I press my sword to the Frisian's throat. You draw your sword, press it to the Frisian's throat, and repeat your question. The man stutters, yet no answer comes out. You slit his throat and wave your bloodstained blade at the remaining mechanics. One of the Frisians, a black-bearded man, gulps nervously. Tentatively, he raises a hand. I can start the engine and take you to the other side of the tunnel. But mark my words, you'll have to fight your way through. If I do this, my life is forfeit. If you care for it, my name is Doom. 2 more stabs of your sword, 2 more Frisians tumble dead to the ground. You address the surviving mechanic, who is now pale with fright. Doom, get the engine ready to start. Do not attempt to fool me. You cannot hide from the Shadow Clan. Remember that you have chosen to live. The tall, dark-skinned woman turns toward you. In my opinion, we should kill every last Frisian and handle the machine ourselves. I think it's only a matter of moving a lever or two. A very attractive woman, one who obviously knows it, winks at you. Don't know about the machine, but every man has a lever that moves him wherever you want, if you know how to find it. Is it the same with you, Icon? The inner workings of the Icons are the same, he replied, forcing a smile. But you can no more command an Icon than make the world revolve around you. You will hurt yourself. Bite off no more than you can chew. You can tell that the dark-skinned woman has had martial training. An oath might break a priceless sword, or hurt himself with it, you say. Think twice before walking on a precipice. A gust of wind might blow you off the edge. Confused, Kindy runs her fingers through her hair. I don't get it. The levers look hard to break. You'd have to know how to do it, and I don't see a precipice. With this, she walks to the side. I thought that Icons were tight-lipped, Shannon says with a caustic smile. A word to the wise, the talkative ones are usually impotent. Trust me, I know. Shannon turns away and starts climbing the machine. You give her fair warning. If you do break the machine, I will kill you. Hey, it's nothing complicated, the woman tells you. When I was a child, I used to travel on the Gordon ferry with my dad. The ferry ran on a steam engine too. The wood goes here, the water's poured there. It's already set to go. I just can't move the levers. Damnation. I thought I was strong enough. Woman waits for word of approval, perhaps something more. All she gets is a cold warning. If you aid me, expect no reward or glory. Most important, do not trust me. Shannon turns around. Your gaze drains the color from her cheeks. Obediently, she climbs down from the machine. It would seem that she is not stupid. The redhead, whose temple hymn performance impressed you so much, shakes with anger. waiting for a chance to unleash it upon you. She will not say anything new, but you will probably need the aid of her and her companions if you are to get through the tunnel. Reet looks you straight in the eye. What would you do had I finished off that wretched Freeston, the one you tortured beside the machine? Would I pay for my life for standing in your way? Reet sighs at depths. But Kira, not exactly wandering healers and well-doers. But I'll always say that you must not inflict pain for pain's sake. Something makes you reply, I will kill you if you stand in my way. However, I do not relish pain for its own sake. Do not meddle, and we shall part ways peacefully. Reet shrugs. Why choose the worst? Evil inclinations infect you with evil. You can slice bread with a dirty knife, but it won't be good to eat. You can eat bread sliced with a dirty knife. Some eat the flesh of their foes while they still live. With this, you leave Reet to her thoughts. You silently approach the carriage and peek through the window. Two of the fugitives are hunched inside. One of them wipes tears from her face. The other comforts her. It appears that they are talking, but you should probably listen in. The wenches are stuck with you until the end of the tunnel. Mbola puts an arm around the other woman's shoulders. It's going to be alright, Swati. The worst is behind us. We weren't nailed to the scaffold, tortured to death, or sent to lands unknown. It's all in the past now. Swati shudders. And what of the future? Did you see that icon? He's worse than the Inquisitors. He carved that Frisian like a pig. Swati leaps up and she's utterly terrified. There! He's staring at us! Dear gods, what if he can hear us? Bola confronts her, comforts her companion. He won't hear if he stopped yelling. He keeps an eye on everyone because he's a real warrior. Reet says that he'll get us out of Frisia, so we should join him. He took down the Reaper. He did. Swati sighs in disappointment. I saw no Reaper. I blacked out. And where's this icon supposed to take us? Galia, where we'll be sold into slavery? Or the Hungry Steppe, where you know what will kill us? Bola chuckles. Terminum is bigger than Galia or the Hungry Steppe. Farther away, there's a place with a pretty name, the Vale of Mercy. Farther still, Rakana, where no one would know us. We'll be fine as long as the icon does not try to get rid of us. You ponder this. The fugitives, it seems, hope for your protection. They must be mad. You need no aid or nor bird. Once through the tunnel, you will part ways with them. You climb into the carriage and take a seat with the perfect view of your surroundings. Just as you expected, the winches follow. They procured some supplies. The rumbling of the engine makes them wince. Doom shows up carrying several oil lamps.
The tunnel is dark, he shouts. We'll need lamps. There'll be an outpost halfway in. We'll have to negotiate passage.
Reet says something beneath her breath, eyes still fixed on you. You read her lips. Okay. You silently signal Doom to start the engine. There has been too much talk already. But you will have to speak to the women sooner or later. They are stuck with you until you reach the tunnel's exit. Continue. Doom stops the engine for a minor repair. Without the distracting noise, your thoughts drift back to Reed. Does she truly pity her enemies? Death came as a relief to that Frisia. What does she know of endless agony that makes you beg for death? What does she know of starvation and sleep deprivation and of the exhaustion of combat training? Does she know how children are made into Shadow Clan warriors? They never complain or cry. It is forbidden. Designs, which instills foreigners with awe, are cut into icon children's skin with a knife and treated with a caustic poultice, prolonging the pain for several weeks. The children are beaten for the slightest offenses, even crying and smiling. What does the redhead know of torture? Reminisce about the past. None of them were the same. The teachers gave them pets to care for, and then, after a while, demanded they kill them. New pets were given, which they were forced to torture and kill while showing no emotion. Then came the foreigners too. They did the same to adults and children alike, torturing and murdering, staying cool and composed, torture and murder, leaving behind revulsion and bloodlust, rising above horror and hatred of their teachers, rekindled now after so many years of calm. Doom pokes his head into the carriage, jolting you from your musics.
It's done. We're ready to go. The next stop is the cave outpost a short way from here. We'll restock on wood and refill the water tank. There's usually a small guard though. I'll stop the machine and leave the rest to you.
Nod. You're a warrior of peace. When the river of life bends, you go with the flow. Doom shrugs and gets to the engine. The engine noise is soon replaced by the squeak of the wheels. A dim light appears ahead. The machine stops. You and your companions get out of the carriage. You see no guards around, despite expecting their numbers to be double the usual. Doom scratches his head.
That's odd. Not a single watchman in sight. They're either gone or assembled in the cave where they store the wood and water. It's the only sheltered space. I wonder why no one came out. They should have heard us coming.
You look back to your companions, and they are already coming. Weapons drawn. You need not say a word. Take vulnerability. Tell the fugitives to wait for your signal. Open the door and enter the cave. Armed Frisians are inside, but they are in no hurry to attack you. Of course, they would not know what happened in Verdun just yet. You wonder why they are hiding here, so you decide to talk to them first. Their sergeant steps forward and looks you over.
You're an icon, right? You serve Pelko Satori? Give him our best regards. Wait. Was a different official not supposed to come with you? Do you know where he is? Since you're here, though, it matters not.
It's clear as day that someone has paid the local guards to kill the person in whose stead you came. Such are northerners. If they did not squabble among themselves as much, they would have conquered Burkana long ago. However, this is not your concern. You face a different obstacle. At your command, your warrior wenches file into the cave. The sergeant's face hardens.
What's this ragtag entourage? You see they're armed. Have you betrayed Frisia? For that, you'll be quartered. Lads, kill these traitors. There we go. Another win for me.
A couple level ups, nice. After the battle, you tell Doom to tend to the engine while you return to the tunnel. One of the women, Swati, lingers by a dead Frisia. Perhaps she is looting the body. You choose to turn a blind eye and deal with it later if necessary. Level everybody up. So cost one and do a lot of damage. Well, it'll do a lot of damage, we'll say. Not a lot. Something stench, but nothing will. Take that. And take that. Start with Reed. One of the young warrior's maxims comes to mind. A woman leaves nothing to chance, even if she attributes much to it. You keep looking at me. Did you want to talk? I didn't think in Icon's nature. What brings a bandit from the steppe to Frisia? I was taught that words and swords require equal precision. When you say brings, you deny my free will. Frisians are the only ones to call the Chimera bandits, and you are not Frisian. Still, I'll answer you. I came to Frisia looking for wisdom, but at a very unfortunate time. I wish to return to my tribe. How did you come by the magic cards? You should know that these cards were only crafted by the Chimera in the last 700 years. But the cards came with the reaping. The Enses brought them. Between reapings, they are useless. An able sorcerer will always have a use for them, especially during the reaping. As for the Chimera, the blood of both Enses and Burkhans flows in our veins. This should explain much. Do you expect me to aid you? I merely hope that we can be travel companions. If your destination is the Isle of Shadows, we're headed the same way. We could be of use to each other. I doubt it. Remind me of this conversation if we travel together. I know a shortcut. I need to consider this. Do I hydrate? The machine's clanging makes it hard to think.
Not much farther. The tunnel ends.
I like the sound of wind.
You find Bola hunched over the altar. The woman has clearly found something and is either examining it or deciding what to do with it. You shove your sword into its scabbard to get her attention. Bola jerks upright and slowly turns, slipping something into her bodice. Ask Bola what she has found. Find anything interesting? You ask, looking into the woman's serene face. Bola shakes her head and frowns. She pulls magical plaques from her bodice. Cursing, she lays them on the altar. You examine the brightly coloured cards. This woman is keen and resourceful. Bola frowns, feeling her breast. What are you looking at, Icon? You should look at my bosom, damn you. Didn't you know? Here, happy now? Did that burn? The battle cards must feel hot now. Did you not used to live on the street? Did you steal from your clients?
Oh.
I didn't steal a thing from you. Are these not my rightful spoils? It belongs to the finder, and that's me. While we walk together, we share in everything.
Huh?
What do you share with the others? I am not good at sharing. I am greedy. Taking on all the Frisians practically by myself. These cards are weapons. Use them. Do not hoard them. Alright, have them. Take this too. Careful. It also got heated up. It's an encrusted Inquisitor's insignia. I could have brought a house in Berkana with this. I hope you appreciate my honesty. Kindi? You approach the dark-skinned fugitive. Broad-shouldered and with an air of impudence, she is the last person in need of comfort.
Huh.
I need no comfort from you if that's what you're offering. Besides, are Icons not pitiless? I need your help. Did I hear you right? I thought we were all a burden to you. The blanket does not make one's load lighter, but it does make the nights warmer. Did you see something useful, or is it good old lust? Calm down. What do you want from me, Icon? Spit it out. I served as a bodyguard for several years until my master caught me in bed with his wife. I was thrown into a dungeon on account of his untimely death. As you can tell, I'm not big on idle talk. We will follow the tunnel to its end together. Maintain order and do not permit your companions to loot. Watch them. One may be a spy sent by temple servants. If that's your opinion, why don't you kill us all? No burden, no suspicion. I prefer to keep my enemies close. Further, we fought side by side. Swati. What did you find? Did Kendi not search the bodies? Why disturb the dead? One of the Frisians groaned, a flash of consciousness before death. He was asking for water. Did you give him water? Yes, but he died when attempting to drink. He also mumbled something about Pelko Saturi and some orders. You leave in silence. Pelko Saturi foresaw this attempt on his life. You will find out if the ambushers are prepared for counterattacks soon enough. Shannon. Leaving already? Yes, because everyone does. Better early than late, handsome. Why did you follow Kendi? You're a smart one, Icon. We all followed Kendi because she acts like a warlord, always making the right decision, keeping her word. Now, Kendi followed Reed. You ask me why. I'll tell you. Every warlord needs a king or a queen. Things are as they are. Who picked you? Yes, the ladies are a fine bunch. Even Swati, wimp that she is good with her bow. A hunter's daughter she is. Like all of us, she's had to kill. It was a long way from Gordon. We got to know each other. Those able to stand up for themselves sort of stuck together. Though, this is not enough. You would not have made it through the tunnel without me. We haven't made it yet. Do not forget that a woman's strength has nothing to do with her willingness to use a man. What are all of you going to do now? We all have our own plans, but we'll stick together until we find a place where they don't pull harlots off the street to torture them for a festival. If this is indeed a reaping, there will be no safe haven. Be on your guard, Shannon. I'm always on my guard, Icon. Even those who aren't are already dead. Every dead man was once alive. Doom pours several bucketfuls of water into the mechanism. Now he is fetching wood. The ancients harnessed the power of fire and boiling water to rotate the metal wheels. Some would have thought it witchcraft.
You can't think that I hope to fool you. I should have done what that official had done at the tunnel entrance. Now my life is forsworn. I have no other choice but to flee.
Where are you going to flee?
Wherever my feet will carry me. Not much choice, though. Gilead is almost part of Frisia. Only the Chimera thrive in the hungry steppe. And in the Vale of Mercy, it's only the bandits. It looks as if I'll have to walk all the way to Berkana. I just have one question. No matter where you go, there's only one way to the Vale of Mercy. Will you let me come with you? I've fought in the Baldarian War and put my sword skills to the test many times. Only if you fight beside me. I will, Icon. I have a question, though. These girls who travel with you, they are all quite fine. Are any unmarried?
That is the second question. time is of the essence. Please hurry up and fix the engine. Yep. This tunnel is long. And we continue on through the tunnel. Yeah, we're all the way up in the north. We're heading over to here, I think. Meanwhile, the other group is currently up here, so they're going to be heading over to Ursus. The machine slows down. Doom swearing tells you that something's gone wrong again. You close your eyes, remembering a grey-haired yet able-bodied warrior ascending to the altar of the Shadow Temple. He could have served for many years to come. He had no family, no offspring. Instead, he cut his own throat at the altar, washing the sacred stone in his blood. It was done for a single purpose: so younger warriors could inherit the sacrificial stones embedded in his body, one of which would contain the spirit of its previous master. That day, he locked gazes with the grey-haired warrior, despite not wanting to. His eyes were pools of pain, not physical pain but spiritual. His very soul was in agony. The pain didn't go away, even when he was dead. When the priests cut the sacrificial stones from his body and removed his head to put into a ritual vessel, you looked at the warrior and saw yourself. The pain you felt was as if someone very close to you had given up his life on the altar. When it was your turn to lie on the blood-stained altar, the priests cut your skin and inserted a clean strix meant to harbor your soul like a vessel. Until one day, it would leave you in the exact same way. Doom climbs into the carriage, his face creased with worry. He leans down to address you. I had to stop the machine. Just the engine being temperamental. What worries me is the tunnel exit. Normally there are 3 guards, but if the commander of the 2nd Legion is still there, I'd expect no fewer than 10 men. Doom is clearly trying to please you, so you nod. You still need him, not least of all for stopping the machine when the time comes. Doom chuckles approvingly. God's willing, we'll manage. I have my own bone to pick with those guards. They treat us mechanics like dirt. I have had enough. You follow Doom with your gaze and slide your sword from its scabbard. There is now a burn mark where a strix used to be. You suddenly realize that it's a weakness. Candy calls out to you. Hey, Icon, you can rely on us. We're ready to fight. You remain silent. You have no need for any of them, but they can try to save their own lives. You stop your company before the tunnel exit. The Reaper you defeated in Vodan is silhouetted against it. So far, he seems focused on the tall Pelion. The bearskin-clad warrior prepares to attack. There is no point in waiting. Drawing your sword, you order your companions to attack. Aphelion nods with a wolfish smile once you stand beside him. Two more there. And let's do this. This. And run away. Yeah, that's not ideal. Good. Back away. restart the battle. And let's try this fight again. Anyway. Good. Get everything. Nice. Beautiful. None of this cost energy. There's a puss. And there. over there. Good. Face hole. Finish you off. We go. That's not good. Really damage. That's fine. Eh. I win. You have time for a short rest. You aim to reach the Isle of Shadows as soon as possible. To do that, you will likely have to separate from your chance companions. Let's do a quick heal on everybody. And then let's level everybody up. Yeah, let's lower the cooldown because it's really strong. Reed can take. That. Takes serrated tip. Sweaty. Raw. Takes some life. Okay. I'm gonna swap that for that. And now we talk to the Pelion. Where are you bound for, Pelion? In my land, it is custom to introduce ourselves. They call me Rua. What I am saying. What am I saying? You are an icon. I should be grateful that you've spoken to me at all. To answer your question, I have not much choice. There are many words, but they all follow the same path. What took you so far from the sea? A man eats wherever he can. My kinsmen found me too spirited, so I left. The Palians are not the great people they once were. Are the Frisians any better? Rotten folk if there ever was one. You do their dirty work and they take advantage of you. What were you hoping to find down here? Hoping for good fortune? What else would a Palian chase so far inland? It took a job to kill Kark, one of the commanders. Bit off more than I could chew, and then this filth showed up. Barely escaped with my life. Who is your employer? Another commander, Norse. You see, there are two commanders on this side of the mountains, and each wants to take the Frisian legions for himself. So, I ran before the hounds, in a manner of speaking. Why did you take on a Reaper? A Reaper? That's what it was. I thought it was a Frisian, bloated from all the eating. Do you happen to know where the Frisian legions are? As far as I know, they marched south down the Baldarian road. They'll await the commanders, or commander, by the Frisian road at the open sepulchre. Where is this second commander? You mean Norse? He is actually the third commander. Kark, the man that was here, is second. The first is Pelko Soturi. Norse marked him for assassination. He was supposed to ride out of Vodan and pass through the here on his way to the Temple Menhir. Pilgrimage, you see. How much are commanders going for these days? What can I say? Neither of them wanted to pay up front. I've got a feeling that I'll get nothing for this one. Not all. If you have no questions, I have one. Where are you headed? I was thinking of going to Berkhan. There's no return to Frisia for me. I like your fine group of ladies, in many ways, if you catch my meaning. Unless you're averse to my company, I'll come with you. I am not averse. Well and good. I guess that makes you my commander. What's everybody's loyalty? Average. Low. You're parting with the machine as if it were a horse. The Iron Road ends here, and the Gallian paths do not suit it. The Icons care about horses, then. That's already something. I just realized that I'm not really Frisian anymore. I spilled the blood of my kinsmen. They would not have spared me either. Which path will you pick for your company? Do you even think of us that way? We can't skirt the Triple Menhir in any case, but there are 3 different ways that lead there. What is wrong with the mountain path? The girls. There are too many of them. There's also the vile Black Temple. Apart from that, both the coast and northern ravines are passable for a fearless soul. Fear is of no consequence. The hungry path is the shortest. True enough, but there are Frisian patrols on the Chimera path and the hungry path. We should also be vigilant when passing the Red Market. It is not as difficult as it seems. The Vodan road is usually deserted. We can't skirt the Triple Men here. The Frisians made camp by the open sepulchre. The legions may not have arrived just yet, but there'd even be enough guards without them. I have no intention of going around the Triple Men here. One way is enough. We should set out then. It's been a while since I've ridden a horse. Swati. Are you hurt? Why not ask for aid? I've an ulcer on my neck, but Reed says that it's no ordinary sickness. It's the Reaping's mark. She gave me a small stone to ease the pain, but it won't last, apparently. We'll see. This little stone is called a Strix. I used to wonder why they make jewelry with these pebbles. Turns out they're somehow sourced from the menhirs and used in temple rituals. The Reaping has come, Icon. That's what the redhead said when we were inside of Wodan. On Vodan. The Reaping. What else did she say? Why ask me? Go pick her brain. I didn't understand all of it. Something about the very last Reaping? I gather everybody could die. Every single one. You say nothing to Swati as you examine the bluish sore at the nape of her neck. Something was written about it in the ancient manuscripts. The great ancestress of the clan and the first teacher warned of something like this. Does anyone else have ulcers? Why not go and check? It shouldn't be a chore to examine us lasses. As far as I know, I'm the only one that has it, but everyone's bound to get it unless we stock up on Strixes. You cannot help but think that the Strixes in your body are burning for some reason. Who is your leader?
Ooh.
Kendi, of course. She's kind and gentle and clever. Only Reet is more so. That's why she doesn't want to be leader. Still, Kendi listens to her. It occurs to you that the name of their leader is of no consequence. You have been too talkative, even if for a moment. You have strayed from the way of a warrior of peace. It is all clear to me now. Oh, what did you want to know? Ask away. I've naught to hide. I can even take my clothes off if you'd like. I've never done it with an icon. Turn around and leave. He will not fall. Are you alright? You look unwell.
Mm-hmm.
That Reaper got me. I think he cursed me. But I'm holding on for now. Are you a witch? Does swinging a sword turn you into a warrior? I'm Kimran, so by that thinking, I should have many skills. How did you dispatch the Reaper? I fixed the Strix to that arrowhead. It came from my own flesh. Unlike Shadow Clan warriors, we Kimra do not have handfuls of them scattered across our bodies. And they're regular Strixes, not sacrificial stones. What were you saying about his death? All I know is that he can be killed. I don't know how, but there is someone who should. I have no time to look for the sage. Farewell. I am going south. Your island home is a long way away. The Reaper is not done with you. You wounded him, and he'll track you down unless I intervene. We Kimra know some shortcuts. Would you like to arrive on your island much faster? Our Kimran horse is especially swift. What is the trick? What is required to use your shortcut? Is it as short as you claim? You can be transported from one menhir to another in a heartbeat. In return, you'll have to bear with my companions who are desperate to leave Frisia. Be prepared to spill a bit of human blood on this path. Blood? To open the secret path does not appear to just anyone. Do you have anything else to say? It wasn't my intention to pour my heart out to you. Take my advice instead. Talk to the warrior that attacked the Reaper. Few can even stand in their presence, but this one delivered blows. Warriors of such skill are hard to come by. Kindi. It seems that the dark-skinned warrior might have been a decent commander under different circumstances. What are you staring at? Admit it. You could have managed on your own, but we made the job much easier. Seems like you wouldn't have taken down the Reaper without Reap. What do you all want? We want to get as far away from here as possible. Sticking with you looks like our best chance. I am heading south. If our road is the same, I shall neither spurn nor look after you. I will set out soon. And now we'll go to Shannet. Shannet looks immersed in thought, but she hears your footsteps. What do you want, Icon? I'm no match for you. Go suck up to Reap. She's been going on and on about the Icon's duty of killing the Reapers. Leave me be. I won't open up to anyone. Even to the brave Palian? What do you care? Are you lining up? I mess around with whoever I want. Who taught you to fight, Shannon? Life taught me, Icon. Bitch broke me over her knee so many times that I finally learned my lesson. Is it different with the Icons? The Icons train to become warriors from childhood. Prepare yourself. We head out soon. Next up is Bola. You have not noticed until now. Bola's features are vaguely Burkanian. Your eyes will fall out, Icon. Gawk at Shannon. She takes pleasure in it. Makes my hair stand on end when you stare at me like that. What are you planning to do with the spoils? Kendi does the planning. I just do the collecting. Without thieving. Stealing from your own isn't human. So, Kendi is your leader. Where is she leading you? Brokana? I can't wait to leave the land where they want to rip you apart on a temple's servant's unreasonable whim. I'll go where the road takes me and see where I end up. Your next goal is the Triple Mania, judging by what Reet said. You hope that it will cure the Redhead. She is losing her battle with the Reaper's curse.
No potion can heal this curse, because its root is in another's hands.
And we're back to Hopper. Okay. Taylor. off we go. You feel the reaping grow stronger. Its shadow falls upon you. The curse that has crippled your arm is reaching for your heart. If you give up and feed some of your power to the enchantment, you can prevent the reaping from growing stronger. If you resist and conserve your strength, the dark magic will tighten its grip on the world. The power of the reaping grows when you resist the curse, making your foes smarter and stronger. If the challenge ever becomes too great, you can change the difficulty setting in the main menu. The blackness on your hand creeps upwards, sapping your strength and chilling your heart. And yet, the reaping halts, if only for a while. You console yourself, knowing that your suffering lessens the evil engulfing Terminus. On the road, or taking a rest, you can't shake the words in the town hall from your mind. Follow the guiding one. Collect the 7 parts of wisdom. Read them and be saved. You sit by the fire pondering the words true meaning. Are they meant to guide or ensnare? Why would someone curse you, then make you piece together a spell to break said curse? What's the point? What could it possibly mean? The world is changing. People are rising up against the Reapers, an eerie bewitchment, an unknown sorcerer, and the darkness keeps creeping. You close your eyes trying to remember everything you know about previous reapings. Nothing makes any sense. It's as though a different scent is in the air. Something mysterious is coming. There's also the hand.
Hey, Scribe. You sleeping? What shall we do when we catch up to Thorn? We won't be able to capture someone like Captain Brennan with our bare hands. I'm not looking to start a fight. I don't like this idea. Besides, they say drawing your sword against Thorn is a sure way to die. We'll think about it when we catch up to him. We'll be traveling to the nearest menu, per your advice. And I'm not drawing my sword, not unless there's good reason. Whatever the case, I'll try talking to Thorn first. The man isn't so simple. What's the game in being simple? I had a word with his servant, Tenor, when he was leaving town. The only thing on Thorn's mind is saving his daughter. Already lost his wife. And now he's only got his daughter. His son and his son somewhere in the service. I think it best not to stand in Thorn's way. Will Tree calm down if we find his son? I'd love to know that myself. I'm guilty of the same thing that made His Highness want to capture Captain Brennan. Had to kill a toll collector near a watchtower in self-defense. Well, at least I didn't borrow a prince. That's not the problem. If a ruler says something regrettable when enraged, he won't be taking it back, even once he calms down. It does not befit a man of his stature to go back on his word. Besides, Thorn's made quite a blunder in Albius. So many guards dead. Is Thorn really that good? Captain Brennan is the legend of Odala. Who hasn't heard of Mad Thorn? Maybe the best swordsman in all of Burkana. A hero of the Gabonan War. A hero of the Northern Expedition, and the Battle of the Southern Isles. Though he's grown much older since his last escapade, battle experience is not easily forgotten. I don't think he'll be fighting back, sword or not. If that Prince Ho is still alive, of course. I hope that's the case. Not only is Thorn an exceptional swordsman, he's taught his daughter the same skills. I've seen her with a sword a couple of times. Girl swift as the wind. So, better to talk with Thorn than cross swords. Does Thorn have any benefactors? His father-in-law is supposedly a big fish, but they're not on speaking terms or something. Not sure. He's with the army now, I reckon. By the way, a servant of Thorn's, named Tenor, sealed off his house and moved west. Probably to his old master. He used to look after his daughter, but then managed to outlive her. His father-in-law is Count Starkhead Victi. Thorn's servant was out in his wagon when I saw him by the gate. He ventured to Arpaken to visit the Count.
The Count's a military governor now, so we're likely to meet Thorn in Oparkum if we can't find him sooner. Well, we've still got to catch up to Thorn.
You're right about that. The road's dangerous. I saw some footprints near the spring. A couple dozen cavalry went by there just 2 days ago. The boots are definitely not from Berkana. They've got a strange heel print.
I've seen it too. Those are footprints. Those are footprints of the Enses. The Flowing Manors took their corpses to the Albius Watchtower, right? They should have looked at the boots sooner.
Enses or not, so what? Thorn and his men managed to hack them up, right? How are we any different? Papa, the only thing is, don't just jump into battle, yeah? Your knack for tearing down towers won't help you here. Better to be safe. Don't want to upset the Cardinal, do we? Deal? Attaboy. Alright, I'll go see if they've left anything else behind.
You think hard about what you've learned. Thorn piques your curiosity by the minute. And it's just finding him and learning how he managed to withstand that Reaper.
Listen, Hopper.
I don't quite get you. What are you? Are you a healer, or a wizard, or whatchamacallit, a penman? I've even heard you're also a baron, without residence most likely. And you're not young. How do you get by? They don't pay you a dime, do they? I capture Princess Stein. When someone disappears, I'm the one to turn to. I may have no regular allowance, but should I find a prince, I'll have enough money to gorge myself. Should I fail, however, I'd best avoid said kingdom for the next decade or so, if I want to keep my head attached. Still, I've been lucky so far. Want me to cut you in? No sirree. Berkana's a bit short on princes. Besides, it's quite a long way between kingdoms, and my boots are worn through. I'd rather stay by the Albius Gate, if I ever return, that is. Okay. Let's take a taste of blood. That'll actually help in the long run. Now to the Undolin Pass. A terrible scene awaits you at the side of the road. A pillaged wagon, a dead horse, and a wounded woman holding a child, all covered in blood. Wheezing, gasping for air, the woman begs you to help her husband, who is still fighting the thugs in the forest. Your companions rush off in the directions she's pointing. Ache shouts for you to take care of the wounded, but they don't seem long for this world. You examine the woman and child. They've both lost a lot of blood. You'd have to use magic to help them. You can either sacrifice some of your strength or leave them to die. Do you choose to save the dying innocents, avenge them, or ease their passing? Let's heal them. You pour some pain-relieving potion into the woman's mouth and her child's. Then weave a spell that shares some of your strength with them. They'll both live. But the blackness on your arm has spread. Suddenly you hear a noise from the other side of the road. The woman could be confused about the direction her attackers went. You draw your sword and walk toward the sound, and discover a band of Enses. It seems that the family attracts disaster. Even if they'd beaten back the thugs, the abominations would have finished them off. However, you've no intention of dying. Quite the opposite. Bum, 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 bum. Get over there. Alright, that was strong. Get over there. When you return to the wagon, Ike's already on his horse.
Were you taking a leak or what? We've all been waiting for you. The bandits have been defeated, the family's recovered, all is well. We'll just escort these wretched folks to the hamlet and be off. Can't just leave them here, can we? The hamlet's pretty close. Half a day to get there, and only half as long to get back.
More skill points. Let's do... There's some damage. That's good. You feel the reaping grow stronger. Its shadow falls upon you. The curse that has crippled your arm is reaching for your heart. Let's resist the curse now. The reaping grows stronger. To a minimum, plunges into chaos. The plague rages, pitting folk against each other. Yet you gather the strength to end this once and for all. That is your hope. You ride by an emaciated beggar and toss some copper coins into his lap. He bows and yells that he'll never forget your kindness, and that the gods will absolve him, because they know Babylon is trustworthy. Babylon is the most honest man in Terminum. Ike bursts out laughing almost immediately.
What kind of name is Babylon? Lon I could understand. Every 12th brat in their son is named Lon, but Baba? Or is it just Baby? Baby Lon. Oh, Babylon. That's hilarious.
Recount the story of the name. You wait for Ike to finish laughing. There were 12 all told, you see. I remember them all by name. Kals, Lasti, Holder, Hami, Miketh, Gunnar, Tor, Tranan, Piam, Haga, Prap, and Babylon. They were sorcerers. When confronted by 5 Reapers 700 years ago, their only choice was to sacrifice themselves. And they did. Ike falls silent. The power it released almost ripped Terminum in two, you continue. The 5 Reapers were cast out, weakened for 7 long centuries. Come to think of it, Babylon is a funny name. It means mischievous in the temple tongue. Let's hit him to a T.
How can you know that?
He asked suspiciously. How can you remember their names?
Don't tell me you're 700 years old.
You shrug. Let's say I read it somewhere. Temple names are always meaningful. He must have been truly mischievous. Puppy Ford. Let's go to the Outlaw's Tale. You camp for the night and try to get some sleep, but it keeps pestering you. The giant warrior begins with a story about his son and temple servants who scatter and hide when the Primarch of the Temple of Divine Retribution leaves his bedchamber. What scares them isn't the Divine Retribution, but the prospect of being summoned into said bedchamber. Correct Ake's story. We sigh and tear Ake's story to pieces. First of all, the Primarch doesn't have a bedchamber in the Temple of Divine Retribution. He resides in his villa and only occasionally visits the temple. Secondly, there is nowhere to hide in the temple. No hallways and no dark corners. Finally, you don't care who's afraid of the Primarch because no one has even seen him in a very long time. Ake scowls and doesn't talk to you for half a day. Let's go to the Hunter's Village. A man approaches you in a roadside tavern. He introduces himself as James. Are you the one asking about Thorn Brennan? He asks. I know the captain and I have some information about him. Might be worth some money to you since you're looking for him. Looking into James's cunning eyes, you wonder if you can trust him. He looks like a crook. Let's find out if James really knows Thorn. You ask James some leading questions and realize that he isn't lying. He knows what Thorn looks like, knows the nickname Mad Thorn, and even about his family. You can't tell if he knows anything valuable. You just know for sure that he's being honest when he says he knows Thorn. Now let's pay the lad. You and James agree on a price. He tells you that Captain Brennan isn't as good as everyone thinks. He shirks the law and acts like he's better and smarter than everyone else. He even said things about the gods and royalty that would get most people thrown in jail or put to death. You bid farewell to James. So that's what Thorn's old acquaintances say about him. Has being named a baron and receiving the captain's insignia fueled his arrogance? As for the royal powers of the gods, you doubt your opinion is any different. Now to the Archman here. You approach the stockade, enclosing the men here called the Arch. It seems like Thorn's been here, and has paid the place a visit too. You see blood and sword shards by the gate. One of the masks lies in the dirt. The gate is opened by a stocky, gloomy soldier. He scans your group with suspicion, finally resting his gaze on Ake. The giant warrior dismounts, handing the guard the papers. You do likewise and approach the guard.
Good day to you, travelers. Vigan, the head watchman of this harbor. I mean, this stockade. At your service. I'll gladly see your papers. Do you have them on you? Hand them over here, please. Let's see who you are. Oh! Oh? That's no help. This probably ain't the first time you've seen Prince Trieg's seal. You gonna pretend you don't know who I am? I've got several questions for you, Vigan. Answer me. And it'll be like I was never here. For starters, tell me, do you know Captain Thorn Brennan?
Hey!
True, I must abide by this seal of yours, but that's no excuse for threats. And I've seen much greater ones, as has my old comrade Thorn. He passed through here with a party, helped us fend off the Ensers, he did.
Did Thorn lose any men fighting the Ensers?
Speaking truthfully, I don't know. I was too busy tending to my men. Highly doubt it, though. Thorn's a commander like no other. Someone could have been wounded, yes, but there was so much blood you couldn't tell whose it was.
Let's hope that no one was killed. Do you know where Thorn was headed?
He asked the way to Ursus, so I gather that's where he's headed. From here, it's either go to Ursus or go home. If memory serves, he wanted to visit the men here there.
Whom did he ask? Did he talk to anyone else in the stockade?
Aha!
I'm the only one he knows here. He only spoke to his companions, maybe some merchants too. No, wait, there was someone else. A seer, calls herself Sheila. That's her tent over by the men here. She herself has vanished.
Interesting. It'd be worthwhile to check the tent. It's not every day you hear stories of vanishing seers. Did Thorn have a blonde, green-eyed lad with him?
I saw someone like that. Looked a lot like Prince Ho. Mind you, I've not seen him in a long while, but the two lads have a lot in common, I swear.
What's Thorn's party like? Are they all warriors?
Who knows? Not like them I saw us right alongside him. They fight well. The rest remains to be seen. One of his men turned out to be rotten. Caused me a lot of trouble. But Thorn, he protects his people. Coughed up a hefty sum for the fool's misdeeds, so everything's been settled.
I have no further questions. Let's start with the tent. This is where the old seer rested. She foretold every Ernst attack, for which I am grateful. Without her, we might have failed. She spoke to Thorn, and then disappeared while we were fighting the Enses. She left some of her possessions behind. Her tent is still here. Were her hands black by any chance? No, saw no signs of such an illness. She was wearing a dress with long sleeves cuffed at the wrist, and had stone bracelets on each arm, but her hands looked clean. She made predictions, you say? What did it look like? How did she prophesy? Did she rant or chant? There's a difference? No, she didn't do any of that. Seemed more like she was raving. At least she guessed right every single time. Stood over there, she did, squinted at the sun, then turned and spoke. Be ready, vegan, she said. 12.5 Enses are skirting the edge of the forest. And every time things happened exactly as she said they would. Did she do any sorcery? Mix potions, perhaps? No, she brought herself to help with the neck aches, but she claimed it came from the Ursus temple. It's already running out. What struck me is that she kept chuckling under her breath. Had a fearsome look in her eyes too. She also touched the men here, but warned us not to. And that warning wasn't groundless, I'll tell you. What did she say to Thorn? Can you recall anything? Should I have listened in on their conversation? That's beneath me. But it seems Sheila has been waiting just for him, or his daughter. She spoke with her too, quick as a whip, Thorn's daughter. Listen, I also recall him mentioning Onda, the healer lady from Ursus. You don't seem to enjoy talking about Sheila. She is no old crone, Hopper. Half the village is old women, and I know all about them. Sheila doesn't talk, or even smell like one. Where she moves, it'd be the envy of any young lass. And that's why I do not think she's human. Well, vegan, what if I'm not human either? My back doesn't ache and I don't reek of old age. I used to stand at the gate with the tollman. I could see through any rigged cart, you know. But Sheila, it was like looking through fogged glass. Couldn't see a thing. She read my thoughts through the whole conversation, simple as they may be. And then she vanished. Here one moment, gone the next. The gate was closed the whole time. I need to go. If you see Sheila, tell her that Blantz is looking for her. Hold a moment, friend. There's something else I need to tell you. But I can't quite remember what it is. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Is it about the double men here? Wait, have you ever heard the expression, one on the two? The two is the nickname we gave our men here. When people say, I'll meet you at the two, they mean the 2 men here stones. Funny in a way, given how you can walk the whole stockade from end to end in 5 minutes. What could one of the two refer to? A sign, a ribbon, a mark? Hang on. Sheila always to perplex. As soon as you said Blantz, I remembered. She didn't just touch the in here. She etched something onto its surface. She told me to mention it to Blantz whenever he stopped by. Will you go and have a look? Could be some kind of curse, mind you. Best to be careful. Too late to steer clear of curses. I need to think it over. Bum, 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 bum. Vivian hobbles to the men here with you. I asked her, what's the use in writing something nobody could see? And she said, Onda knows what she's doing, even when she's scribbling on dungeon walls. Whoever it's meant for will read it. Even if they don't, these inscriptions will vanish in a couple of days. Could it be that Unda is the healer lady from Ursus? You brush Vegan off, make a mental note of Unda's dungeon wall scribblings, and examine the sacred stone. There is an inscription, indeed, but it's hazy. Same as the one in the Albia spell tower you recall so vividly. This inscription isn't easy to read. You'll have to undo someone else's magic, but what will you get out of it? The beginning of the spell that'll save you, or another blackened hand? You unweave the spell obscuring the inscription. Before they fade, the runes on the stone shine brightly and clearly, etching themselves into your memory. Take into yourself that which you can take, for there is no one else to take it. As you're about to leave the stockade, Vegan approaches you. I'm no rebel, but I'll speak my mind. You're chasing Thorn, but he's broken no laws and committed no acts worthy of reproach. That is what I believe. You smile. These days everyone has warnings for me, but every other warning is a threat. I'd best get used to it. Let me bid you farewell, Vegan. I've tarried here more than I intended. Vegan, however, takes the reins of your horse. A clear signal that the conversation isn't over. With a sigh, you dismount.
Hey!
Hold a moment. I have to tell you something. Old age hits you hardest not in the back or the knees, but in the memory. But I remember, damn it. What do you remember, Vegan? Spit it out. It's bad luck to muddy farewells with talk. Who cares about bad luck when the reaping is upon us? No matter how you spin it, can't get any worse. I just remembered something. Something Chila said the moment she arrived. I'd forgotten all about it in the turmoil, but now it struck me like lightning. She may have been raving, but this is what she said. The wise will take to heart what the foolish won't hear. There are holes in holes, one bites, the other brags and moralizes. Talk to those eager to talk. Sometimes the tongue knows more than the head. What's all that supposed to mean? I don't know yet, Vegan, but I'll think about it. Good luck to you now. Don't be too quick to judge your friends, old or new. The day for that has yet to come.
Hope is like the sun. It turns red and goes out. Should we wait for a new dawn?
And we're back to Thorn. Mushroom trick. Let's take the mushroom trick because it uses the least amount of stresses. But first, skill levels to do for everybody. Don't need to swap anybody in. Alright, we're taking the mushroom truck. The road ahead is blocked by a fallen tree. It looks suspicious, like the ruse of highwaymen. You have your companions draw their weapons, but nobody attacks you. Either the tree has fallen naturally, or the enemies are lying in wait. You really don't want to turn back and lose another day. Let's check for an ambush. You dismount and slink into the brush. The perfect place for an ambush. As expected, you find several highwaymen lying in wait. You disrupt their attempted ambush with a surprise attack. Let's beat them up, beat them up. We're gonna go and beat them up. Dang it. there. Magic. Just regular shot. Take that. Perfect. Just do that.
Ederpande. He's dead. More dead bandits. Guida and him. Gotta hydrate. Oops. Okay, let's level up. Grit and glitter. And can remove the cooldown completely. So yeah, let's do that. I should put 2 points into that as well. Let's flip. Let's look at the deck. A touch of chaos, but we don't need that. Okay. Now from the Woodland Watch. Is directly to Ursus. Let's go to the barley track. A roadside inn comes into view. Music and cooking smells emanate from within. The place seems overcrowded, but you stop. Your company desperately needs rest. You listen until the bard finishes the ballad. Then you demand the best food, drinks, and accommodations and pay on the spot. The innkeeper responds with a broad smile and runs off to fulfill your orders. You decide to have a good rest now because it'll be your last for a while. You finish your dinner, and before you can rise from the table, an inebriated fat man lashes out at the bard. He claims that the bard has butchered and distorted a famous saga about a banner. The other guests try to reason with the drunk. If the song is good, they say, it's worth listening to. Suddenly the inebriate pulls a dagger. Yeah. You approach the drunk brawler from behind and hit his head with a stool. He falls like a tree. You make sure that he's still alive and return to your seat. The regulars watch you in awe as the servants tie the unconscious man with rope and drag him away. The innkeeper offers free accommodations and drinks as thanks for preventing bloodshed. It'd be stupid to turn down such a generous offer, and so you agree to get a refund for what you've already paid. It's a dream come true. The bard is very grateful. As thanks for saving his life, he plays the lute for you all evening. The innkeeper generously treats you to food and drink, and the regulars toast your brave deeds. After a good night's sleep, you continue your journey. The small feast has done much to lift your company's spirits. Yay! And one sec. I think the game froze up. Let's see if it's the same event. Yep, it is not. You come across a merchant's cart with a broken wheel. Several guards are busy repairing. The cart is brimming with pots, the kind used to transport oil. The merchant introduces himself as Sid and gestures helplessly at his cart. We'll offer to help. The merchant is fearful of the strange masked murderer seen in these parts. He offers to pay in gold to guard him or take him to the nearest village. I will assist in guarding the merchant. You barely have time to check your weapons when you're attacked by Ences. The merchant's guards circle the cart and its owner, but you are in no rush to help him. Ences. there, and then this. Boom. Yep, she's. Get rid of your energy. And that's your turn. Target. I didn't think I was supposed to do that. Get over there.
Ejderpan Dread.
Get over there. Good. Get over there. Dang it.
Eider Panduel.
Take you down. Let's get rid of you because you're furthest away. And that's not
Huzzah.
The merchant thanks you for saving his life, but wishes to part ways. He is confident there won't be a second party of Ensis here. You accept your pay and ride forth. Okay. Let's heal up everybody. And you... Let's push the walking so we can get to the enemy faster. Flit. party now. Let's get Krieger back in. And I'm happy with this party. But I think I will call it here today. I think that's plenty of Ash of Gods. So I will be back again later tonight with the Elman Age. I'm so happy I'm making good progress on that now. And tomorrow we'll be starting a new game for me called Iron Earth, which is going to be really interesting. So I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Let's go raid. After yourselves, everybody. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all hanging out. And like I said, later tonight will be Elden Age, and tomorrow we'll be starting Iron Earth. And until then, stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy. I will see you all next time.